Hello, this is Phil, and we're back for another episode of the GTI Podcast. I forgot what the podcast was. As I said, I'm Phil, and I'm going to be hosting today because we have no other capable hosts on this show. Speaking of uncapable hosts, we've got two guys here who want to introduce themselves.
I'm Simon, the newsman.
And I'm Phil, the not newsman.
I love it. As I say, we're going to go through our four-stage structure of the news, and then we're going to go games, and then we're going to go... No, we're not. We're going to do topics
first.
Game, news, plugging, and then we'll all ride off into the sunset together.
I love it.
It's going to be brilliant. We've got horses tethered out back. So first of all, we're going to talk about a topic, and of course, because we're recording this in the midst of E3, we're going to talk about E3 and what's been going on with that so far. I haven't actually seen that much of E3.
You are still the person that's seen the most. Honestly.
Have you not seen anything from E3 at all?
No, I was playing Endless Legend.
Oh, for goodness sake.
What is Endless Legend?
Well, no, we're going to come up. We can come on to
We
that.
can talk about that.
Is that for later?
Let's not.
Okay, I love it.
Let's not
We'll talk about E3.
dilute this section with another section.
Alright.
Because then it'll be anarchy, Phil. It'll be awful. So I watched the whole EA press conference. If I watched the whole of E3, that'd be long.
That'd be
And I just want to kind of think what drove them to such levels of insanity in how they structured it. As a show, we must be the most anti-EA show on the internet.
You're very anti-EA.
How many times do I have to say that I'm now okay towards EA because they give out free games? I say this every week.
But their press conference was at the beginning. Okay, it started off well.
Do you want to give us a rundown?
Okay, first of all, what they did is they opened up with a trailer for Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect game, Mass Effect Andromeda, and it was all very ooh. And then they went next with the new Need for Speed game, which looks good. It looks like, if you like Need for Speed, you'll like this Need for Speed.
Yeah, I saw an article. It's meant to be one of the most realistic racing games that's
so
ever
and the customization
been
is so good.
So is it like a racing one or a street racing?
It's street racing.
Yeah.
It's kind of most wanted, but it's just called Need for Speed. And it looks nice. And then they went on to, after that, this is where it started going downhill, isn't it? They showed the DLC for the new Star Wars Old Republic, which is kind of
it's going to be the next expansion pack.
Yeah.
And I've heard it's going to be quite a big one. They've been building up to it for quite a while.
And it's free.
Yes, which is good.
Good.
But the game is free to play,
Yeah,
so
I haven't
you would
really
expect
played that
it.
game that much anyway.
Yeah, I haven't played it since the vanilla,
So I don't know how much that is important to it. But it looks quite interesting from what it was.
Yeah, it's like the third or fourth one that's happened, and just from me looking at it, having played the game, it looks like the biggest one.
Yeah.
So far.
It looks. I think it looks alright. But having a DLC as your third item's a bit of a stretch. And then they came out with.
Yeah, but I think the Star Wars: The Old Republic is a relatively big thing.
Yeah, and then they came out with a new IP called Unravel, which is kind of it's a puzzle platformer. Which we don't need more of these. And the guy who was presenting it, bless him, was he just didn't look prepared for what he was doing. He was nervous and everything. The game itself looks very pretty and cutesy and stuff. You play as a little knitted character, and as you go through the levels, you're
I heard about this.
And the thread comes out the back, but then you can walk on it and stuff together. It looks alright. It looks like a good
Is
game.
it a bit like Little Big Planet? Because it sounds like it.
It must be. I don't know. It looks a bit similar, but it looks more cutesy. But it was described in such a punchingly in the face cute way. It was basically this character represents someone's life, and you have to go through their life tying them back together with the wool. And I was and the main character's called Yarny because he's made of yarn. And I was this, and they brought a little yarn he'd actually made, and I was please stop.
Are they like the little yarn machines from?
No,
the little yarn machines from Broken Age.
No, it's a small fox,
Oh.
but made of yarn.
Oh.
And then they showed the new Garden Warfare 2, and I don't think anyone could care less about Garden Warfare.
What is Garden Warfare?
It's like Call of Duty, but with Plants vs Zombies stuff.
Oh.
It's very cartoony. It's not.
Wait, so is it a first-person shooter?
Yes. No, third-person shooter.
It's okay.
It's not very good.
Doesn't
from what I've
sound
heard.
great.
And they were releasing. They announced Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which is a game that didn't need a sequel. And then, so that was a bit of a, And then they went on to all their sports stuff, and as is EA, they have a lot of sports stuff, which is fair enough, but all the sports stuff looks pretty similar to what it was before. Because it always is. It's like the ice hockey, the basketball, the Madden, the FIFA. But the thing is, they brought Pele out for the FIFA, which was it was just so bizarre.
Pele!
Like, the thing is, I love Pele as a guy, but there was no need for him to be there at all. It was a huge amount of time that they aged into, talking to Pele about stuff, which is completely irrelevant to FIFA, and it was so bizarre. And he was in the advert, of course, for the game.
Yeah.
But it's why didn't you just have him on the advert? Why did he need to be there?
Thing is, I don't really know how you can keep making different sports games.
You can't.
Well,
how different can each one be to the next?
The big news with this one.
Yeah, it's got women.
Women, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's taken FIFA all of 5 years. They were we've been working on this for years. How you just have to reskin some models? It can't be that long, surely. It's a bit of a botch, but I mean, it's nice that they've got it. Oh, hats off to them, they've finally done it, which I respect, and I think it's good because it's got the World Cup and stuff, and it brings a lot of interesting stuff to the World Cup. But I don't see why, having that as your main selling point, is a bit of a And they've got another selling point which improves how you play because it tells you which buttons to press for optimal gameplay. And I was like, surely that just takes some skill out of the game.
Wait, what? So
It's like a learning mode that you can play.
okay.
And it tells you what buttons you should use and what they do at certain times. So if it's in the box, it'll say you can press B to shoot. So it's meant to help you play more optimally.
Well, I mean, in fairness, when I play it, I just press buttons and hope for
that's
the best.
fine.
Because I never really know what each one does.
I don't know if that's going to be online or not, but if you can do that online, that's super stupid, you'd have thought. Because online must be about skill. But if it's got a thing telling you how to play optimally, then the worst player in the world who just follows that as a letter can be as good as someone who's put a lot more time and effort in.
I imagine it's just a single player thing then, so that you can get to know the basics of how to play properly.
Yeah.
I imagine.
And then, after that, this is why I completely lost interest in the EA conference. Just before the big announcements that were good ones, which is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I didn't really like Mirror's Edge. Not gonna lie to you, didn't enjoy it. But it's
a thing.
nice that it's got a sequel.
It's a thing, yeah.
You know? I was like, this one could be better.
There's been lots of talk about a sequel for quite a while.
I'll buy and play it, I imagine. It was alright. And then the new Stars Battlefront, which looked alright. But I mean, I still don't know what to think about that game.
Yeah, I guess we'll see when it comes out.
Although, you know the AT-ATs, which they said you couldn't pilot?
Yeah.
You totally can.
Oh.
In the show, they showed you can.
Oh.
So...
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
it's
nice. Because it maybe allows some hope that the pre-release stuff that we saw was incorrect.
You gotta hope.
So they've listened to us and been like, this is...
Yeah, they listened to our podcast, actually. EA.
Yes.
The head of EA actually listened and was like, these guys are talking a lot of sense. We should really do what they're saying. So add me as a character and give me free stuff. Please. There you go. Just in case he's still listening. I imagine he's an avid listener. A subscriber.
He's our one viewer.
one royal sub.
I wish we had more viewers.
Get on that, EA.
If we get more viewers, please.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be great. We'd stop hating on you so much if you gave us viewers. But I mean, E3. There was also the thing that we heard about, which was the Minecraft on the table holograms.
Yes.
But,
that looked pretty mad.
HoloLens. I didn't see it, but I mean, if you can play Minecraft on your table, I would give the person who made that all of my money at my house.
So what is that? Is that kind of hologram based?
Yeah,
gaming?
I guess so. Which the thing is, this is the future, isn't it? We're getting to the stage where we're in the future. They're gonna be flying cars and shit everywhere soon.
I don't know about that.
Everyone's gonna be wearing okay. Why? Side note. Why is everyone in futuristic films wear skinny lycra suits?
Because they love Tron.
How about
they love Tron?
No, in Tron or whatever.
That's a long time ago.
Everyone's wearing skinny suits and whatever. Why?
Because they live in a computer.
No, but in
there's not much.
futuristic attire is lights and skin type suits. Why? Like, that can't be comfortable. And how is that, like, remotely better than wearing just normal clothing?
It's because it's spray-on.
Oh, so they actually wear all naked?
No,
like,
they wear, like, they just, like, get a camera.
It's much easier to get into it.
that would be a lot easier to store, actually.
Yeah.
No, you make a good point.
And, like, it gives you a lot more variety.
And
And you're not actually committing to a pair of jeans. You just buy.
And if you're like, oh, I don't actually like this colour, you just, like, wash them off.
And once you damage it, you just spray it back on. It's
What if
fine.
it rains?
Nah, I'm sure
It's water.
But how'd you get off then?
This is the future, Phil.
How'd you get off?
You peel off.
Oh my god.
Well, no, you can probably get some, like, spray.
Oh, so it's like the stuff that you pull on when you like wax. It's like wax.
Yeah,
And like when you take it off, you get like smooth skin.
No.
maybe.
I like to think so.
I feel like I can't say I've looked into it much.
Well, soon. It's the future. So
That
soon,
is,
I guess
that
we'll
is
know.
the future.
Oh man, there's gonna be one day we're gonna be making this podcast, and we're gonna be wearing
On the moon.
on the moon. I want to be. I want
We'll all be like
To be the-
80-year-old men.
I want to say that we're gonna be the first gaming podcast to have a podcast on the moon. I want that to be our goal from now on. That's our company goal.
That means we need to become astronauts, though.
No, it means that we need to hide out on a shuttle.
Or add someone to the team who becomes an astronaut
No, we could just hire an astronaut.
and hosts it from the moon.
Yeah, we could do it on Skype.
Yeah.
Be cool. I like it. We get astronauts like guests.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I love it.
I think we're the most futuristic podcast. The future cast, you could say. You shouldn't.
No, don't say that.
So yeah, back to E3. Like, I don't have much to say about E3. It's still going on, so we haven't got through it all, so we can't say who won or lost E3. EA lost E3, but I can't say who won E3. No, like, just Pele, oh my word, it was infamously.
I think
edgy.
Bethesda's release of
Oh, and I forgot about the Minions.
the Minions.
The free Minion mobile
Before we
game.
move on to everyone else,
Phil
talk about the
sucks.
Minions.
Basically, they brought out this woman who was talking about mobile, and it was like, oh, mobile's a huge market, it's really great, and I was like, you're going to bring out some microtransaction bullshit, and they did. They didn't disappoint, Phil. There's a game which is about minions. It's called Minions Paradise.
Despicable Me.
Imagine
Minions.
every single game like Clash of Clans, but it's
Yeah.
minions.
No.
Imagine, okay, that's it. That is all. And
Is it one of those ones where you have to like wait for time?
Yes, it is. And
So
there's-
things get
but
built-
there are mini
built or
games,
whatever.
and it's got minions in it, so that's the selling point they have.
I'm guessing what Simon said about waiting for things, you can pay to.
Yeah,
not
of
have
course,
to-
yeah.
of course.
Of course. Classic.
That's innovation. At its
That's incredibly
finest.
original. I love it.
I don't.
I hate it. With a passion. There's a fire in my soul with it.
I don't want any more of it. Can we ban? Can we ban those?
Microtransactions.
Can we just ban? Oh, that's fine. Can we ban free-to-play mobile games with long times that you have to speed up? I'm fine with like you want a microtransaction to give yourself a skin, or to like buy some like premium armor. That's fine.
You know what? I wouldn't even mind if it was just long times. If there was no option to speed them up, that would be okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. But it's just like stop. Everyone stop. EA, you can be the leader in this and stop.
And the fact that sometimes like a discount thing will come up and then you'll be like, no, I don't want to be it, and they'll be like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't want to buy it.
No, it's like you can spend $100 on this many diamonds. You're like, no, I don't want diamonds. I've got gold. And it's like, but diamonds.
And it's like, but you can't use your gold for anything.
Yeah, that's the other thing that really annoys me is like, it's always the most useful thing in the game is real currency exclusive.
It's like you can buy this barracks for all of the gold you'll ever have, or you can spend one diamond on it.
It's like,
And it'll be built instantly rather than the 17 days it will take with gold. It's like, so stupid.
No, there are some which literally, like, the only purpose of the gold in it is literally just so you can get more gold. There's no other purpose of the gold.
I think, okay,
Like,
right,
this
I'm
doesn't-
going to call it, this is the announcement of the official microtransaction boycott from Game Theory Insights. Don't buy microtransactions, except for like, games on computer, fine. You know what? Fine. Mobile games, no, stop. No more microtransactions in mobile games. If you don't buy it, they won't make them. So vote with your feet, people.
support the boycott.
Support the
I
boycott.
still don't really see, like, mobile games as games.
How dare you? There are housewives who disagree. They were like, it's true.
I'm a pirate fox.
The demographic for mobile games is not us, is it? It can't be. If it is, they're doing a bad job. Because there are very few mobile games that appeal to me.
We're not really the Candy Crush type, are we?
Exactly, we're not the type of demographic, but we are like we're in one of the biggest gaming demographics, aren't we? Teenage young adult men.
Yeah.
So the mobile games are aiming to go to other demographics, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, but I feel like other demographics are being like screwed over. It's like games for women. You know, games for women that are made like on computer or whatever. They're garbage, like absolute garbage. Like,
you heard it here first, everyone.
How come women don't deserve as good games as men? Okay,
Yeah, but what would
AAA releases, right, that have come out recently?
Yeah, but what
how
would
many of
the
them are
women
tailored
want?
to men? All of them. All of them. And it's like, yeah, but women
What
play
about
too.
Tomb Raider?
No, that's tailored to
what do
men,
the women
isn't
want,
it?
though?
Well, yeah.
No, but it's a strong, independent woman.
With boobs.
She's still strong and independent, though.
Brilliant, I'm glad. But that's an action, that's a shooter, basically, which is a primary male demographic. It's like,
But doesn't it?
What about Final Fantasy, whatever the most recent one was?
that's a JRPG and no one plays those.
Yeah, but it's still
I'm discounting that.
Isn't it a question of like what?
No, I know it's
Because I think the
I know there are
female
women-
demographic is quite hard to like pin down because you can't be like.
I think there's a lot of women who are like enjoy these games.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I know there's a lot of women who like games like that, but a lot of these games. Okay, do you want to just explain what's going on before we continue?
I'll explain after.
Okay, so there's a lot of women who enjoy games that are designed for men. Like there are girls play Call of Duty, girls play Halo, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But there must be girls who don't enjoy those
don't
kind of
find that
games,
kind of
obviously.
Yeah.
What kind of games would appeal to them then?
Without
Hazard a
making,
guess.
Without making any generalisations at
There
all.
might be prejudiced stereotypes. No, but like, okay.
Well, no, hang on. FIFA with women. That is.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say
Yeah, but that's
tailored towards-
that's not making a game tailored for women. That's having a game tailored to men, which has become more friendly to women. I'm talking about like games, like an IP.
Yeah.
Like, I want an IP which is designed for women. That's what I want.
An IP.
Like an independent property. Like I want EA to be like, right, we've made this game, right? It's mainly aimed at women, and it's not some BS dress 'em up. That's not what it is. It's not some mobile Candy Crush. It's a proper game, proper story, real characters, real gameplay, but it's for women. It can be a puzzle platformer for all I care. Okay, no, it can't. No, it can't.
There are too many of them.
Enough.
I want a new genre, which is like.
Feels like I want a whole new genre. I want a new console. I want a whole new industry.
What I think would be brilliant is, you know, the VR stuff that you're getting, like the Oculus Rift. I want the Sims on the Oculus Rift because I can live my life in a game without real life. That's what I want.
Like in that film.
Well, and then you can just
Yes, I want a surrogate, but with the Sims and Oculus. That is what's happening.
and then you can
That.
just make your virtual life however you
So
want,
much better
however
than
you
this.
want your life
Yes,
to be.
I want that. I desire this, and I think that would tailor to all demographics.
No, there was some
That's just the game of life.
No.
That's just that board game.
There was
that
some-
played into.
There was some
Yeah,
like,
it's
music
great.
video that I watched, and the whole music video is the guy gets like this helmet and he just puts it on. It's just like him like getting on holiday and like having parties.
And
all
do you
that.
not want that? Imagine if you could.
I mean, like it's just like his life, but better.
yeah. Do you not?
That's
want,
just
do
like
you
a
not just
helmet
want your
video.
life to be improved drastically?
I do.
Do you not want like you
I
know?
would like to go to
in
university.
real life is hard. Real life is difficult. Real life is complicated. But in The Sims, real life is boiled down to like 8 bars, which
Yeah.
you can fill up by doing. I want that. I want my life to be that. That's what I want. I want to know exactly what's wrong with me. It's like, I don't feel too great. It's like, oh, that's because I need the toilet. And I want that to be a bar, which shows you that I need the toilet. So that I can go. This is very out to be some like moron who doesn't know when they need the toilet. No, like, it's so much simpler. I don't know.
So
like,
basically, you wish you were a sim. That's what this is. This isn't like to
that
do
would
with
be
E3.
preferable.
You wish you could go up to someone you've never met and be like, "Brrr," and then you're just best friends with them.
Yes! What is bad about that?
Have you seen? There's a video about that on YouTube of like.
There are so many videos
There's a
about
sketch about that of a guy. There are these two guys in a bar, and they're like just sort of
Yeah, I've
out
seen
in the
that.
bar, and then a sim comes in, and he's like,
And everyone just loves him.
he goes up to this girl, and he's like, ah, roo, rah, roo, roo, roo. And she's just like, oh my word, you're amazing. It's just like what?
Now making the dating game was so much easier.
It would.
Also, dating sims.
Can we do that?
I feel like we need more dating sims. I'm putting.
No,
it
we
out there.
don't.
But I feel like no. But listen, hear me out. Okay.
How many dating sims have you played?
Some, but we need less BS anime nonsense. dating
Yes.
games with all the porn.
There are.
And we need more like real life dating games where it's like you have to go to a bar and meet someone, and then. Or like use the internet,
Like-
I imagine, and then it could be difficulty levels, and then right, you don't have all this nonsense like, oh my god, you gave me a flower. Let's
You
go
want
on a
realistic
I want
dating
I want
sim.
rejection in dating games. That's what I want. I want there to be a dating game where there's a woman who's way too attractive for you, and you can't succeed because she's far out of your league, and eventually the job will come along and steal her from you. But it's like you have to maintain it for as long as possible. It'd be like a roguelike game.
So
each time your
like,
character
you
gets
give-
slightly more buff. Get that.
Like,
that is
like
what I
you
want.
give them a flower and they're just like, oh thanks, you're such a great friend, and you're just like, this is
Yeah.
just like real life.
I want there to be an achievement for getting friends. And I think if you play as a woman in that game, and there's a lot of men in that game, like instead of the women being the ones who are like scantily
Wait,
clad,
so is this like an MMO or what?
it could be an MMO.
That's just a dating website, Phil. You've not created a game there. You're just online dating.
Imagine the dating websites were like that though. That would be so much better.
What?
It's like, no, I'm meeting some fit Auckland. I don't want that.
Dating websites were more like Habbo Hotel.
Habbo Hotel is a throwback that we should not go to. It's terrible.
But no, like I'm saying it now.
What about
like hang on.
Okay.
Like I watch anime. I enjoy watching
Oh,
anime. No. Let me finish my sentence. But there are too many anime bullshit games out there. Far too many.
I think. Okay, I'm going to be controversial and say I think there's a time and a place for anime bullshit games. I think that we should have them. I think we should also have like, stat management games. Okay, you know anime bullshit games where you have to like upgrade your character, like manage them.
Yeah.
I want that kind of game, but not with all the anime bullshit on the side. Like a Long Live the Queen. I want that again, please. That was
But better.
it was like improved, just a AAA version of that, please.
Do you still want literally everyone to try and kill you?
Yes.
Like you eat a
that
box
game
of
was-
chocolates and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I instantly die.
That game
for
was
no reason.
rock hard for no apparent reason. It was the first game I was like, oh, I got to stage 20 and I got shot and I died instantly. And it was like, what? I'm playing as like a 15-year-old girl. And you just get
You're just
killed.
walking around in the garden and someone comes up and stabs you and there's nothing you can do.
It's
just like,
solid
oh.
game. But I enjoyed it. I want that game, but I want it to be AAA. That's what I want. And I think that game could like bridge the gap between genres because you've got like, I reckon women enjoy that style of game too. Because I know a lot of female gamers who like that kind of like dating sim kind of thing. But imagine if you took away the element of like nonsense BS porn that's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, my opinion, obviously.
Yeah.
But then you added, it was just like a good game.
What if it was an actually good game?
Like, what if we just made good games from now on? Here's the rule: 10 years, next 10 years, nothing but good games, please. Thank you.
I feel like that has already failed.
What game ruined it, Simon?
The Minions.
The Minions
Oh
game.
yeah, you're not wrong. No, there's time for them to cancel that project. There's time.
It's like there's time. Yeah, there's time for you to pull the plug.
There's time for you to not release that game. No, now that it's so far, you might as well release it. I mean, you probably get money for it.
I mean, like, there'll be like
There are people who will buy.
Five people
There are
that
5-year-old
are so
girls
happy
with their
about
mum's iPads who will pay for that game. Like, pay lots of money.
without their mum
There'll
knowing.
be a kid. There'll be in the news. Kid spends £2,000 on Minion Dust or whatever it is. I guarantee that will be a news story in the Sun soon. If not now.
I hope so.
If not already. You've got to hope so. But our conclusion on that: developers, make good games, please, and make it for everyone, not just Men.
But the thing is, I think there are more men that play video games.
Yeah, I
than
know.
girls.
We don't. Yeah.
So
Just don't ruin it for me, Simon. I'm a social justice warrior. Okay.
I'm a man warrior.
I hate you.
I'm a man warrior. So
Welcome to Tumblr. We will not get onto my opinions on Tumblr.
We won't.
we won't.
We will.
Should we move
the
on?
hate mail, and these will get posted on Tumblr. So, yeah, they do.
Oh.
The amount of hate
No,
mail.
wait, that was a joke, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
But we do not get hated on Tumblr because no one actually views any of our stuff.
Oh
So,
well.
it's good and
Well.
bad because I feel like we get more views, but we get more death threats.
Yeah.
But if you look at it the other way, more death threats is more views.
It's true,
All publicity is good publicity.
except for
So watch this video, but
Even
don't
the
send
death
us death
threats.
threats.
yeah. Just don't get involved, please. If you're from Tumblr and you're watching this, don't leave a comment, please.
Unless it's good.
Oh, if it's good. In fact, just share around with all your friends.
Tell everyone.
Tell everyone.
Like it, love it, hate it. Just
Well, I'm going to set you a challenge to send it to every every person on your friends list.
No, if each person sends it to 3 people, and each of them sends it to 3 people, and each of them sends it to 3 people, eventually
It spreads
everyone
like wildfire.
everyone will hate our podcast.
It's already
Oh.
27 people. That's
That's more than
You
we
do
currently
it.
get. So yeah, I think that's good. We'll conclude there for that section. Section 1 of 4. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a long one. Okay. Section 2, video games. So anyone playing any video games this week, Simon?
There was something we were going to talk about.
The game you've been playing?
Oh, I've been playing Endless Legend.
Right.
How is it?
Quite a lot.
What is it? Let's start with that.
Okay, so it's developed by the same people that made Endless Space.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, yeah, I didn't think so. I think.
Alright, mate.
So Endless Legend is very similar to Civ, I think.
Okay.
I haven't played Civ, but I
Okay.
think it's very
I
similar. Great. So you start with like one city in like a fantasy world,
I
and,
love it.
and you like have to expand out, and
Yeah.
you grow your empire, and you conquer or like make alliances and all sorts of
Okay,
madness.
so it's Civ.
Yeah. So I'm really enjoying it at the moment.
So it's Civ / Age of Wonders 3. That's what you've purchased.
Kind of.
Okay.
It's very similar to Endless Space, but in a fantasy world. But
So Age of Wonders 3.
yeah, I was playing it, and I was like, this is kind of like Age of Wonders, actually.
So what you've done is you bought Age of Wonders 3 without the
Well-
turn-based combat system.
No, because it does have a turn-based combat system.
So it is a... Why who does that?
Because it's quite good.
Age of Wonders 3 is a good game, by the way. You should purchase it.
Well, so is it. So is Endless
Well, that's
Legend.
not surprising if they're the same game, is it?
Well,
That's like-
I'm sure there are some differences.
That's like saying I love Skyrim.
I haven't played Age of.
I love Skyrim.
I haven't played Age of Wonders 3. I played the original Age of Wonders. That's
Age of Wonders 3
great.
is a better version of Age of Wonders.
Is it though?
Hardly
Is
surprising.
it? I've heard it's not. I've heard the original Age of Wonders is far superior.
Drama! I haven't played the original Age of Wonders. So I
It's
wouldn't
so
know.
great. The music's wonderful because it's from like the 1990s.
You only got that Endless Legend because it's in the Steam Summer Sale, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
There we go.
I've been wanting to get it for quite a while,
It's
and then it
all
came up in the
coming out
Steam
now.
sale, and I was like, this is the moment.
It is the moment. The Steam Summer Sale is run right now, by the way. If you didn't know. Purchase the games. I've only bought 2 games in the Steam Summer Sale. So
What have you bought then?
I've bought a zombie survival game, which is not an oversaturated market.
Is it DayZ?
No, it's called Survivalist. It's an indie.
They're not beating around the bush there. They're like, it's called Survivalist. It's a survival
You
game.
play. No, it's funny. You play as a hedge fund manager
Of course.
who had a. It's a way of getting into properly into the apocalypse. You normally say, "Oh my god, the panic! Everyone's here." Well, they skip that by saying you had so much money, you brought an underground bunker and enough food for a year, and then on the last day, you decide to leave because you have no food.
Yeah.
And then you have to go out into the wilderness, and then it's kind of a top-down 3D game. It's a bit clunky, and you can tell it's indie.
Okay.
But it's an alright game. It's got base building elements as well. I haven't got that far into base building, but you can drag and drop buildings and walls and stuff.
Is it multiplayer or single
No,
player?
it's a completely single-player game. But
I kind of like that because it means people can't come up
it's
behind
like
you and
State
kill
of
you.
Decay. And it's you can build up it's very much based on community, and you can get people that survivors that you meet and join you. There's you have relationships with them, and then you can send them off to do jobs and stuff. I think it's really cool, and it was completely under my radar. But then I saw it was 75% off, and I was like,
Is there any potential for multiplayer at all? Or?
I don't. It's released. It's not in early access anymore. I feel like this game could It's like it has the potential. I can see it being a multiplayer game, but it's not at the moment, and I don't know if they have plans to do that. But if you like State of Decay, but you're looking less for zombie combat, and more for like community and base building, this game is for you. If you're looking for a game where you kill zombies, it's less for you because the combat system is very simple and quite clunky. But I liked it. And the second game I got was...
before you do that,
Okay.
I was going to say I almost bought a survival game as well.
Oh, what game?
Ark Survival Evolved.
Oh, and the one with the...
Which just has dinosaurs instead of zombies. That looks great.
Fantastic.
It does look good. It's been really streamed on Twitch as well, hasn't
Yeah.
it? But I haven't watched any of it, so I wouldn't know if it's any good. Do you know?
Looks alright.
Okay.
Looks like a standard survival
Like
first person.
like every early access game at the moment.
Yeah, but it has dinosaurs instead of zombies.
Cool.
So
You can't go wrong.
You can make an early access survival game in this market.
yeah. So anyway, I'll let you talk about your second game.
I got it's called Town of Salem. It's Salem, I don't know. It's like if you played the game Phil if you played the game Shadowhunters, the board game.
Yes.
Or you played the card game Mafia
Yeah.
or Werewolves or anything. It's that, but it's been given like a proper online place for people to play it. And it's got like all of the
So, are we talking like Hearthstone, in that it's just a card game online?
No,
Or is it
it's-
like a full-on game?
well, it's graphics and there's and all the instructions and stuff are in there. So it's you're the Mafia, you may now choose, and you have a list of everyone who's playing you. You can kill one person.
Okay.
So you don't have to keep track of anything.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But it's just the same thing.
Okay.
But it's more like Shadowhunters in the sense that in Mafia and Werewolf you have Mafia or the Werewolves and you've got a couple of special roles and you've got just boring civilians.
Yeah.
Everyone in the game has a special role.
Yeah, okay.
And of course it's secret. If you don't know, this kind of game, you get given a role at the beginning of the game and you have an objective. It's either to kill so many people
Yeah.
or survive or do something like that. And then at night, there's day and night cycle. In the daytime, you meet in the nighttime. We'll start with that. Most people take their action. So someone will kill someone. Someone will. You can protect someone. You can heal someone. And it gets quite complicated with all the roles.
Yeah.
And then in the daytime, you'll find out who died that night and who killed them. We're not this person was killed by a mafia. You don't know who the mafia was. And then in the daytime, it's a discussion between everyone who's still alive. Oh, who killed this person? What was it? And then you can choose to put people on trial. And then there's a voting system. They have the time to defend themselves. And then there's a voting system. And if you vote against them, guilty, then they die as well. And then you find out who they were. And it's quite cool, I think, because you've also got the second element we don't really have in Mafia, the card game. You have a dead lobby as well. So when you die, you go into the dead lobby. You still don't know anything. You don't get shown who's who.
Yeah.
But
obviously,
if you get killed, say you're a character that has to distract someone, but then if you distract someone who goes to kill someone, you die instead. You have knowledge of who a killer is then, and there's a character in the game who can talk to dead people. So you can stay in the dead lobby, you can discuss with the other dead people who it is, and then that person that night can talk to you and be oh, so who is it, lads? But of course they have to be subtle about it in the daytime, because otherwise if they're it was obviously this person because the dead told me, then that person will then be the next to die.
Yeah.
I think it's really good, and it's all online. It's very cool. You can buy skins and house skins and pets and stuff, but that's all with in-game currency that you get from playing. And I just it's not. I don't think it's done in the best way it could be, but I feel I really enjoy board games, and the more I have access to playing board games online with people, the better. And I like having that. I don't have to. And it's also the playing with randomers is very doable.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have the annoying online problem is this person DC'd me was an important role for finding the murderers or something. But then, other than that, it's just people genuinely play the game properly, and it's good. I enjoy it. I think it's nice to have, and I've been playing quite a lot of it alongside Heroes of the Storm, obviously, for obvious reasons. But no, and it was on Steam Summer Sale for £2, which is
that's pretty
ridiculously
decent.
cheap. But of course, I'll still be looking over the summer sales, because now's the time to buy the games before. Because this is the last real time for games to come out until October is the next game
Yeah, it is.
time, and then then it'll be Christmas.
The October-November time.
Yeah, and then games come out in December as well. But now's the time to get your summer gaming sorted. I don't know if anywhere else is doing this kind of like summer sale.
Well, Blizzard have StarCraft, Wings of Liberty, and
Heart of the Swarm. Is it Heart of the Swarm?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're 50%.
They're on 50% off, so I bought them.
That's not a huge sale.
I've been thoroughly enjoying them.
But like, Humble already had their summer sale, and so did GOG.
Yeah.
Origin, who knows?
I don't know, do Origin do a sale?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What I want them to do is just put Dragon Age Inquisition on 90% off. That's all I want, EA. If you could do that for me.
If you're out there.
If you're out there, please. But I think, yeah, that's all I've really been playing this week. I've got the level Cavalieros of the Storm. Chuffed about that. Played a little bit of League.
Gas.
NXT if I'm like Wolverine. Love it. I need to make my esports team for competing in Heroes of the Storm. It'll be good. We're going to be the best.
Like no one ever was.
Exactly. We're called the Ash Ketchums.
Or not.
We're called the Ash Ketchums. And with that, we're going to go on to the news. But I have a news story before Simon goes on.
Well, I don't have very much good news today. So
Do you have bad news or?
there just isn't very much.
This is something I found that I read on APG Nation actually, which is somewhere I've started writing for. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, okay?
Right.
It's a show.
Yeah.
None of us watch it.
No.
Obviously. Apparently, that show used music from Hotline Miami 2,
What?
but did not credit the guy who made it. They sped up the music.
That is scandalous.
They sped up the music, but they didn't like change it in any way. So they've nicked his music basically.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the money to sue the show. But it's kind of like a huge middle finger at the little guy, isn't it? Which I think is quite sad.
Pretty criminal.
What I thought was quite cool of the guy, the musician, the composer, who was like, he put out a statement like, can people stop like telling me how much you hate the Kardashians and how they're whores? Because it obviously wasn't them. Like the Kardashians have zero input into what music's on their show.
Yeah.
And it's like, regardless of your opinions on these people, can you not send them to me? Because I don't care.
Like, this isn't what they tell me. Like, what they tell me.
And then apparently, he found out about one. And an APG Nation found out and contacted him, like, oh, it's this one, this episode, right? And he was like, I was thinking of a different episode. They stole his music twice.
Oh, no.
Like, it's absolutely gutting for him. I think that's quite sad, actually. Like, I reckon you shouldn't just nick someone else's work and then, like, just use it without their permission.
What I want to know is at what stage in the production process was someone playing Hotline Miami and being like, actually, this is some great music.
I don't know if the music was actually from Hotline Miami.
Oh.
Or if it was just from the guy who does the music for
Okay,
Hotline Miami. But it's probably just like, it was probably just online. And then they would listen to it and they're like, cool, this will work for the scene. Let's put it in. Let's not credit the guy. Bad people. Bad.
Don't do that.
Stop.
Naughty.
You're in the naughty corner with EA in a minute. They can get out of the naughty corner so easily. Free copy of Dragon Age Inquisition. Pull the plug on the minion.
For everyone.
No, just for us.
Plus the views.
Oh, okay.
The views. Don't forget
Oh, the views.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
You'd like that.
Oh my goodness. I actually like EA. I think they do some things correctly.
They do.
So, like Dragon Age, they did Dragon Age right.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Dragon Age.
I enjoy them.
Store,
So shush,
like-
shush yourself.
Oh.
And I enjoy them. This is a dictatorship. This podcast, and I'm in charge. And I like the Sims games. They're good. We don't talk about SimCity though.
Oh no, Spore.
don't.
That was a great game.
I
greatly enjoyed it.
thought I enjoyed it at the time, but now I look back, it was kind of a disappointment. For what it offered and what it gave were two very different things.
Yeah, I liked Spore. I felt like it was a bit. Some of the stages were just too short. Just needed more depth.
It was like the game time was like maybe 10% of the time is the first 4 stages.
Yeah.
And then 90% of the time is the space stage.
Yeah.
The space stage doesn't really end.
I
No, it
think
doesn't.
the civilization stage especially could have had like they could have
No,
done.
I was-
Oh yeah, that was a really good stage.
What, the one where you like made the cities?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
That was like my least favourite stage.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed like the blooming tribal phase. That was mental.
That was good
Tribal
too.
phase was just an RTS, which I enjoyed immensely. But I guess like the creature stage was far too long.
Yeah, if you wanted to collect all of the parts,
It took
then it took such a long
It
time.
really did.
and like a lot of those parts became irrelevant after this. Immediately as you finish.
You'd
the
be
stage.
looking for like 1 or 2 parts, but it would just take you like an
And
hour to find
Oh, yeah,
one of them.
this makes me so strong. And then after that stage, it becomes just a cosmetic, and you're like, oh, cool, I guess. But I like the premise. Spore 2 should be done, please.
Yeah.
It was also not friendly to creatures who didn't have legs. As I found out very
That is
quickly.
true. They do just kind of spasm
They like-
as they move along the
They
floor.
flomp along the ground and you're just like, this is great, but
Did anyone else play that game as a hub before? Because I know I did.
Yeah.
I did
Did
not.
you play as a hub?
Yeah, sometimes.
No, like your first playthrough.
Oh, I played it far too many times to know what I played as first time.
I just played as a peaceful hub before, which is probably the incorrect way to play that game.
No, I played as a carnivore the first way through, but I had a bit of a guilt complex, so I had to like give myself rules. I was like, I got sort of halfway through. I was like, you know what? From now on, I'm not going to eat kids. Because I just felt so bad. It was like, not only is your mission to wipe out the species, but to do it like there's this little kid, like you've just killed his parents.
Like, it's
There's
easier if you kill the kids, because they're kids.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It
That's
gives you
the other
incentive
thing.
to kill each other.
And I was-
That game is
I
dark.
was just like,
It is when you think about it.
And like when you're in a tribal stage, even like animals killing other animals,
Oh.
like babies, that's like nature. But in the tribal phase, it was like you could just kill the kids in the tribes. That's rough.
Yeah, I know.
That's dark.
So
It is.
I decided, yeah, pretty early on in the creature stage. like,
Nah, no
no killing kids. I was like, no, there must be a better way than just murdering and eating children.
Wait for them to grow up and then
Well, that's one way of doing it.
slaughter them.
Then you just wipe their race off the face of the
Well,
planet.
that was the other thing. It was like go and make them extinct. Like you
It's
can't
quite drastic.
You can't dance.
Although-
as they can, but
although-
you sure can eat them.
So
Although-
it's like, oh, you like your dance, do you? Well, I don't have legs. Rub it in.
Although if you killed the right amount, but there was still some like around,
Yeah, they just like
then they like
went into the
sparkled
sky.
and then like flew away. It was really
I love
funny.
how EA, that's one thing I love about EA games, like, just the nonsensical stuff they added, like, in The Sims, like, you don't just change clothes, you, like, spin in like a whirlwind of wind, and then you can't wearing something else, and I'm like, that's cool, I appreciate it.
Did anyone get the Galactic Adventures
No, I haven't got
expansion
any
for
expansion.
Spore?
I got the creepy and cute.
Because that was-
I bought you the
Yeah,
Creepy
that's
King
where I got
expansion,
it.
dubbed it at one stage.
it was good.
I didn't get any.
But no, it was an expansion to the space stage, and it meant that you could like beam down, like as your space captain,
Oh, that's cool.
and then you could. It was like in the same view as the creature
Wasn't it
stage. It was all right, but like it was really difficult to get the equipment for your captain to make him like a decent character.
Okay.
The thing with the space
That's the
age,
thing.
I felt, was there was so much. Like, it was just so vast, and there was so much to do. I just felt a bit overwhelmed.
It became kind of like a civilization game at that point, didn't it?
Yeah.
It became like a civ game or something like that. And it was like, I wasn't expecting. I reckon if I went back to it now, I'd be much more equipped to play the space stage of that game.
Although it was really annoying if like you had gone on a giant journey to like the center of the galaxy and it's just like, oh, there's like an epidemic on your
It's like,
your planet and
like
everything's
that.
gonna die, and it's like I'm halfway across the galaxy.
it's like raiders are raiding your home planet. You're like, no, not now,
Can the police just deal with it? I'm on an adventure.
not now, space pirates. No, the other thing was, what was funny about that game was wormholes. Because
Yes.
I'd go out a wormhole and then I'd be like, okay, I need to remember where this is. And I'd go like 3 planets down and I'd get back and it just would not be there. And I'd just be like, I'm just on a different arm of the galaxy and there's no game.
There's no fuel. I have no fuel left. I'm gonna die here. It's tragic.
Sad times.
Well, I think Spore as a game,
It was alright.
it was alright.
I think the concept was excellent.
I think the execution,
The
was a bit lackluster.
could have been better.
I feel like Spore 2, make that instead of the Minions game.
Yes. Please do.
In fact, you can scrap.
The Minions
You
game.
can scrap the ice hockey game as well if it means making Spore 2. I'm up for that.
Yeah.
I'm up for that.
Who are the other guys who made Spore?
Maxis.
Are they still around?
They're the Sims people. I think they're still
Yeah,
around.
I think so.
They must be still around. Yes.
I think they helped with the SimCity as well. So.
Yeah, they made the Sims 3, certainly. I don't know about 4. Sims 4's a bit of an odd one, but we won't go into
We
that.
don't talk about Sims 4.
But no, I think Maxis, yeah, a good thing. Get on.
We don't really see them much though.
Just Sims.
Yeah.
So yeah, get on Spore 2, please. That'd be
They
cool.
did make Dark Spore, which was like that was like a Diablo style version of Spore.
Was it good?
What?
It was alright.
I heard about
It was
that.
I
alright.
didn't. Was it really?
It was like a hack and slash type thing.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It was a bit odd. It
Oh,
was
massively.
alright though.
I don't want that game. I don't want to ruin my childhood with that game.
Brutal.
And on to...
Onto the news.
Onto the news.
I don't really have any big news stories.
Oh, well,
I've got
it's
quite.
E3, isn't
I've got
it?
quite a few small. Yeah, well, it's just E3's getting on.
E3's the news.
Yeah, but Matt Stone, Troy Parker announced new South Park game at E3.
Brilliant. I haven't played the last one. Or have I?
I've watched a playthrough, and it's just like if South Park
It's
was
like
a game.
It's just like an episode of South Park.
Ah.
So,
Really?
yeah.
But it's
So,
because it's a game. Cool.
video game community could be launched in Nottingham.
What
What
do
does
you
it mean by a video game community?
Is it like a commune? Like a cult?
I like to think, no, this is what I always wanted, right? What I want is, you know, games that are set in like a small location.
Yes.
So,
Does this have any relevance to what? I
Probably.
just
yeah,
said?
yeah, well,
Just go
because why don't... This would be like really like ecstatically nerdy, but also quite cool.
Okay.
So why don't people just set up communes where they're just like Knights of the Old Republic?
So you mean like Renaissance fairs?
Yeah.
You want to go to a Renaissance fair? is
No,
what you're
but
saying.
like...
Phil, if you want, we'll go to a Renaissance
Oh,
fair.
no.
What kind of Renaissance fair do you want to go to then?
A Knights of the Old Republic one, apparently.
No, I wasn't. Well, that was an example. You know what? Why don't you just finish your story?
That was the end of that story.
What? No, you gotta.
Do you want me to
explain
go
that
into
further. Can we
detail?
look into that?
Okay, you keep talking about your
There's a
Renaissance
film
fairs.
about esports, which is coming out pretty soon. Which looks quite cool. And it's not like the rise of like the League of Legends esports scene, and it looks quite good actually. I think it's like a kind of a documentary film.
There was one of those.
There
There was one about CLG.
Yeah, but I think there's one about like just
Esports
like
as a whole,
esports,
that's
just like League of Legends, the esports community, and how it grew and stuff. And I was like, I think that'd be interesting. And I like how it's in cinemas as well. It's going to be in cinemas.
Is it?
So yeah, certainly in America. I don't know if it's going to be here.
Oh.
But I think that's cool. I appreciate that because that means we'll be able to. I think that'd be good to show people what esports is all about and like get it more on centre stage.
And more be like, these are esports, not sports.
Stop it. It's not sport. Okay. Do you have your?
Well, I've got some more details.
Right.
Okay.
So, Earl McFarlane, who has 12 consoles collected over the past 30 years, wants to get fellow gamers together for regular meetups.
So LAN parties.
Yeah.
So this is
He wants.
guy advertising a LAN party.
Yeah. He also has plans to raise money for charity by
How is that
hosting
news
Have a Go events to promote his new group, including a tournament with popular fighting simulators.
This isn't at all what I wanted.
This is just like
It's just people getting together and being like,
I'm
yeah,
on like
games.
the UK LAN party group on Facebook, and this is just
Oh, get you.
that. This is just that. So
Yeah, that's about.
that's not
about
really
it.
newsworthy. So we got nothing newsworthy except South
No,
Park
I've got.
and all of E3.
I've got some. I've got. Hang on. Let me get the title. The page is reloading
For
again.
goodness sake.
Hang on. Hang on.
Such low.
A monster of a video game is released for Jurassic Park fans.
Please say it's Operation Genesis 2. Please.
No, it's Lego Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Well,
I like Lego games, but it's not the one where you make your own Jurassic Park. That was such.
Yeah, but it does have all 4 films.
Yeah, but it was like
It's
Zoo
the same.
Tycoon.
Yeah, but they're all the same.
It was like Zoo Tycoon
Well,
with dinosaurs.
No. I mean, they're all very similar.
Simon, they're all quite
They're all
different.
very similar. I haven't seen the new one though.
No idea. I want to see it.
I do as well.
should see that
So
film.
sponsor us to do that, please.
Patreon.
Do you want to
We
hear
have
a brief history of yarn though in video games? Because we were talking about that game.
Yarny.
Yeah.
That's that Yarny game. That's
Okay.
him right there.
But Unraveled or Unraveled.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
I think this is
But
Unravel.
having said that, of the E3, the EA conference, like of the stuff they showed that wasn't Star Wars Battlefront, I think Unravel might have been the game I most want to play out of them. I think it looked like a game that you can like get like immerse yourself into. So with all of that like nonsense about it like being like cringy or whatever, I think I might buy that game.
But do you want to hear another game you really do want to buy?
Yes.
Which was released in the 1980s,
Okay.
called the Nintendo Knitting Machine.
It says, now you're knitting with power. is the strap line.
I want that game. That's what I
And then
need.
the next one is Super Mario Sweater.
That sounds weird.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna stop the news there because
That's the end of the news today. There's no more.
The news is over. Thank you. So now we're going to get on to the last section, which is plugging.
Yeah, but what about Knitting Mania?
Shut your mouth. Basically, Game Theory Insights. There was not an article last week because I couldn't be bothered, really. But that's bad of me. Bad, Phil. So I'm going to do one this week on Thursday, which is going to be good. I'm enjoying it. I'm drafting it now. They take so long to write now. They take like 2 hours.
That's long.
I know. Also, podcasts. We don't know. The podcast can become a bit of an issue because we don't know how we're going to record it in the near future. But we're going to find a way and we'll attempt to do as many as we can. They may not be every week.
We might be having a bit of a break for a while.
Yeah, but we'll be.
Because I know I'm going on holiday for flipping ages.
There's going to be it's going to be difficult to find a time for all of us. What we might do is we might try and get new people if they're available. If they're not available, then we might skip a week or we might like do an audio or something. I don't know. We'll find a way and we'll let you know. As I said, I'm now writing at APG Nation, so any review stuff or new stuff that would normally be on Game Theory Insights is no longer going to be there. It's going to be on apgnation.com because they have so many more resources than I do. But that means still go to Game Theory Insights because A, I need the hits, and B, because that will be where all my long opinion pieces will be for the foreseeable future, because they're a news website, and all my reviews and news-related articles that I write will be on there. So go check them out. They're lovely people, and they have a podcast as well. It's not as good as this one, obviously. But it's all right. That's pretty good. Higher production quality than this one, but it's not. It hasn't got the heart. Hasn't got the heart.
Hasn't got character.
Hasn't got character. Follow us on Twitter
And Facebook.
Facebook is Game Theory Insights. Twitter, you have to follow me or Simon. You can find that all linked on the website. www.gametheoryinsights, all spelled correctly now, .blogspot.com. WordPress.com. Good save. The blogger thing is now a park page is dead because it's a lot of effort to keep 2 pages updated in sync with each other. And the WordPress site is more professional and because we got all the redesigning Blogger is impossible. So after the redesign, we just do WordPress stuff now, which is cool. And now all our stuff looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
So it looks much better than it did before with the incorrect spelling paint logo.
Oh yes.
Which we used to have.
I do love Game the Roy Insights.
The Game the Roy Insights.
Game the Roy Insights instead now.
Absolutely classic. Rip the Roy. Anything else anyone else wants to say before any other plugging you want to do for personal? Still watch space for our esports project, which will be getting underway soon-ish.
Yeah.
I imagine. We'll see. That'll be exciting times. I liked what was that?
I don't know, it's just adjusting my position.
A small seizure. We'd like to thank everyone for listening to this long ass show. It's so long.
Ooh, it's long.
It's so long. I'd like to thank you all for listening. Please give us a share on whatever medium you listen on, because it's really difficult because we post this on so many things. It's do you follow? Do you subscribe? Just share.
Just go crazy.
I don't care if you subscribe, whatever, but sharing so that more people watch it is what matters to us.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, when we get viewers, genuinely, it fills my heart with joy. So I'd like it if you could share with as many people as possible. That'd be brilliant. And then maybe we'll get some hate mail. And maybe, just maybe, some free games. And isn't that what we all want at the end of the day?
It is.
3 games.
It's the way to a gamer's heart.
On that bombshell, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you maybe next week.
In the foreseeable future.
In the future. I promise, I swear, honestly.